Boom, what up? It's your boy Coach Plays back with another RimWorld adventure for the PBS clan. So this is episode 4 now. So we're rattling through these pretty quick. And as I said, we are back here with our intrepid explorers. Got a reasonably eventful episode in episode 3. So we had our first kind of failed raid attempt, which led to the unfortunate demise of Watkins due to inadequate medical care by Rich, who I didn't want to wake him up, bless him, and I don't really want to make him up now. But also the big news was the arrival of the Husky army. So we have three Huskies. We are currently training up in the guard trainability, so that everybody can have their own kind of Husky guard dog, which is kind of a cool thing, I think. So with this being RimWorld, obviously there's quite a lot of stuff that you just need to do at all times. So with animals arriving, it actually got me thinking about Emily as well, because Emily, we could actually get Emily, if we can get Emily trained in hauling, that will actually help. So she can actually contribute, and then if we end up going on expeditions and stuff, she can carry a load of gear. So I think we need to train guard on Emily first as well, so we can unlock haul. But also food for animals. We need food. So what we don't want. So we've restricted the animals from entering, obviously, the indoor areas. But what we need to do is provide them with a food source. We don't really want them eating our meals because these are kind of high quality meals. Well, some of them are simple meals anyway. So what we need to do is also create a work order for kibble. So kibble is basically animal feed. Now I think it's really cheap to make. I think one kibble is like a whole stack. So I want to just make one, and then we'll see how we get on. So I'll create a bill for that. So somebody will come in there and at some point make some kibble. We also need the food to be stored outside. We don't want the animals coming inside to eat. Then we need to store it outside. So I just want to make sure that kibble is not allowed in the freezer. But so kibble doesn't need to be stored indoors. It basically doesn't perish because it's, I don't know, some kind of impossible food resource that never can't eat it, but they really don't like it. So humans can eat it, but I think you get like a massive kind of mood penalty for doing it. So we'll allow kibble to be stored here, and what this basically means is that our animal friends, as and when they need it, can just come over here and eat what they need. It may mean because it's outdoors that other wildlife comes and eats it, but if we do that, Mark will shoot on sight. And also, I've realised as well here, actually, this zone is actually not undercover here. So what we just need to do is shrink the storage zone just to leave it all undercover. So, other priority for this episode, as well as a bit of food for animals and a bit more training, is private accommodation. We're going to work on next, I think. So, I think this bunkhouse thing has kind of run its course. So, if we look at, for example, needs here, Rich actually thinks this has a spacious interior, which is interesting. But if we have a look at Mark, so disturbed sleep because he's sleeping in a room with other people. Again, they get a debuff because of the dull surroundings. It's pretty dull in here, and the same for Matt. He's getting disturbed sleep, and he's a bit sweaty, a bit hot. So we're also going to focus on some private accommodation up here as well. So let's get the game moving again and get everybody woken up and ready to rock and roll. So I think we can start planning actually the structure for up here. So let's leave a 3. We haven't got enough wood, so we're gonna need some. Okay, we've got trees marked to chop down. Okay, so let's do this. So we need them to be 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 internally to get the spacious thing working. So we'll have one here with a door bang smack in the middle. And then we'll actually have another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well. So we've only got space for 2 of these at the moment, but what we'll do is we'll keep mining this out here, and we should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, if we mine, we'll have to mine out to kind of here, but that's fine. We'll get 2 set up, and then one person will be in here on their own for a little bit. It'll be okay. We will prioritize our best settlers, our best colonists, to have the best room. So that will probably be Matt and Rich, and Mark can continue to mine away here. I would also like to get battery research finished so that we can start storing electricity and we can kind of upgrade our power situation a little bit. I think if we go for the wind turbine, we're gonna need a lot of space. So I think actually if we get these trees gone as well, we'll need the space for the wind turbine when that kind of comes in. I'm also thinking as well, potentially we might move this We might uninstall it and reinstall it down here, so I can have a space for another kind of crop patch as well. It's probably a good idea. So let's get rid of these trees. So we've got space for our wind turbine when we want to get it set up, and also to make kibble, we will need to. I think Mark is obviously camp chef. Let's just check that he's the only one on. Yeah, so he's on the chef duty, so he should get this kibble sorted out ASAP, because we don't want the. So they need, yeah. So we need some food for them. So we're going to need to get that sorted out kind of ASAP. So let's just check that bill is up. Make one kibble. Okay. Hopefully Mark's going to crack on and do that. Just having his breakfast first. So what we'll do, we'll uninstall this, and we'll move it down here for now, and clear these trees out as well. Haul these out the way, down into this zone here, and then what we'll do is we will put in another grow zone here, just so we can kind of keep it nice and equal. And in here we're going to grow. We could grow heal with minimum skill 8, so we don't have anybody that can actually do this. Yeah, Matt's cracking on with potatoes. Alright, it's fine. Just go, Matt. Just you do you, mate. I trust you. I trust you to do the right thing. Rich has cracked on up here as well. Need to remember floors. Now, what we'll do with floors, we'll probably put in a slightly better floor. So this is 2 steel, but we've got loads of steel. So we'll put in a slightly higher quality floor in here. Because we will need it to, like I say, it will just help increase the kind of comfort of the rooms and the overall kind of opinion of them. We do need to keep up with our hunting as well. Unfortunately, I think Terry may need to die. I think we'll leave Mark to handle that. What are you feeding them? Has he crafted the kibble? He has made kibble. Okay, so he's okay. So how much kibble do we have? Is this kibble? This is turkey meat, wild meat. Okay, so maybe what we'll do actually, let's craft 5, and then we'll see how much is in a stack, because I can't remember how much is in a stack of it. And then we'll see how we go. So Mark's still churning out the survival meals. We still have this build running to cook until we have 6. So we have 6. So he's going to continue to do that. I assume he's making the kibble now. So let's see, where's he going to put that? I want to see how much is in a stack. Kibble. So you get 50 in a stack. So actually we don't need to create 5. Let's just do 2 for now. Because I don't want him just like pissing our own kind of food resources up the wall on kibble. So the animals now, this is cool, they can just come and eat this whenever they're ready. So Arrows is cracking on in here. We're going to need some more power over here, so we're going to need to extend our power conduit across here for lights and stuff. So let's actually do that as well. Mark, can you please be careful with the gun around Rich? It's a tortoise. It's asleep. This is embarrassing. So you can tell Mark's lost his shooting bonus now. Christ. Genuinely can't hit a tortoise. Did he just give up? He's just given up hunting. He's just gonna... He couldn't even finish him off. Minor break risk. Who's that? Rich. What's wrong? Okay, unsightly environment. So we need to get rid of some of these things. We need to finish this build off really, and then we'll go from there. So we've got another area planted here. This install this, reinstall this down here, because they might be missing out on a bit of recreation as well. Now we've uninstalled that, but we're looking good. We're looking good. So we need to finish off this guy. We need to clean this bloody mess up as well, because this tortoise is now asleep, dead basically, and just spreading his crap everywhere. We've run out of power. Okay, so we have enough wood, it's fine. So this is why we need to move to solar power and get batteries done ASAP. But until Rich finishes our building as our kind of primary builder, until he finishes this, it's actually going to be quite tricky to get him focused on research while he's still got so many other higher priority tasks to do. So I think when Rich wakes up, we will need to get him to prioritize doing this. We'll let him wake up on his own, and then we'll get him to prioritize this first. And then he can go about his daily business. Like I say, he's the early riser of the group, so he should be up now. Right, so prioritize refueling, please, before you eat. Otherwise, the food, like I say, the temperature in here is already creeping back up now. So we need to make sure we stay on top of that. And actually, I'd like more sustainable power solution anyway. Okay, we have a goods trader coming in. The Bourne Coalition is approaching. They're a bulk goods trader. This will hang around the colony for some time before leaving. You can attack them, but this will anger their faction. Okay, cool. So we missed the last visitors. They were actually gone by the time we managed to get anything done. So we will actually go and say hello to them this time and make sure we do that. So Mark, could you finish off? Oh, it's dead. Okay, he's died. Fucking hell! What a way to go. Shot a million times and then ignored to death. So we'll let Mark. He's going to continue to top the simple meals back up, which is good. Let's get the lights installed. Actually, where's Matt? When you finish, Matt, you can be our emissary. Where are you? So Matt, go and trade with them. Let's see what they've got. Okay, so cannot hear properly because of poor help. This will affect the trade prices. Oh my god. Okay, we'll use. Oh, for God's sake. Where's Rich? Rich, come here. Matt's not up to the task of trading, so we've learned something. Okay, so here we go. So this, obviously, on the left, this is the stuff we've got to sell. So we could sell some stuff, which would work. But we'll probably buy some stuff. Well, if they got anything kind of interesting that we could buy. They've got some herbal medicine. They've got a lot of pemmican. That's a lot. We could buy some of that. It's kind of, we don't need to. We have a lot of food in general. We could. So pemmican basically is kind of low quality stuff, but it does last. And actually, if we need to go on an expedition or something, you do want to take a fair amount of this with you. So we'll maybe take. How much is that going to cost us? We take 60 off their hands. That would be okay, I think. And have they got anything else? Some masks. They haven't really got anything interesting. They've got some herbal medicine. We've got plenty of that. They've got. We could buy wood. No point there. We'll just do. They've got cloth. They have a lot of cloth, so that could be interesting because we could make some animal beds from cloth. So if we pick up maybe 40 cloth as well. So this is basically going to be 100. It's going to cost us 196 silver to buy the pemmican and the cloth, but I think that's fine. Okay, so we've got some cloth and we've got some pemmican, so that'll do. Now they did normally. I mean, if they had drugs or something, we could buy some drugs. That was what I was hoping we could buy, but it is what it is. So let's get some wall lights in the bedrooms. Get these installed ASAP. We also need to get beds in. Can we actually we can actually uninstall this bed and so rather than building new ones, just uninstall it. I think Mark's bed is the middle one. Yeah, use my Mark. So Matt and Rich are going to move in up here. But what we also want to do is build some furniture in the rooms too. So we want to install this here, and we want to install this here. And then we will crack on with some furniture. So we want to try and make the comfort of the rooms good. So that will help. Also worth putting in a little plant pot, kind of helps, and an animal bed as well. So it's 40 cloth for one animal bed. We could, if it's smaller animals like chickens, cats or small dogs, if it's any animal. So one of the huskies is going to get a high quality bed. Okay, we're just gonna make that decision. We'll have one of the huskies is going to be the good one. Okay, so we can start to rename these now. So this one is actually master is Matt. So we need an appropriate husky name. So we know this is Matt's husky. So I think one of Matt's probably famous moments is. Can we fit "Why Are You There"? It can't fit "Why Are You There" in there. Shotgun Bush is going to be Matt's husky name. So this one is paired to Matt. This one is paired to Mark. So we are going to call this one So Clean. This is Mark's husky. And where's the third husky? So that's Shotgun Bush. So Clean. Husky 1. This is actually paired to Mark, but we want everybody to have one each, so we're going to pair this one to Rich, and this husky is going to be called River. So everybody's now got their own kind of husky guard dog, which is really cool. So and we've got a combination. Now whose is this assigned to? So we need to set the owner of this bed to Matt and the owner of this bed to Rich, so they know where they can sleep. Now I don't think we need to set the owner of the animal bed. I think that will just kind of happen. How's the training going on him? So now we can do hall training now. Let's get the hall training going on Emily, so she's ready to rock and roll. Mark can so while Matt and Rich have a lovely lodgings, Mark can continue to mine his out until he gets there. Let's harvest this as well. We do need to kind of stop doing jobs a little bit because I want. Oh, okay. These can be quite dangerous. I think I need to be careful about him, just in case he kills one of the nice animals. So as you can see, much better. A rare thromber, here we go. A small herd of thrombers upon the area, peaceful by nature. These rare are extremely dangerous when confronted, yep. Some traders will pay a lot of money for their precious leather and horns. Thrombers will leave in a few days. I don't think we're going to mess with them. I think we'll just leave them be. I do want to hunt this guy because Mark, we kind of got some turkey leather on the bird skin leather. We've got 43, so if we can continue hunting the local bird population, that would be good. If Mark could not shoot this whilst shooting that, I would appreciate it. Matt and Rich continuing to do good stuff. There's a lot of stuff we can harvest here, so let's do that. Minor break risk is Rich. What's wrong? He is so some of this will go now. Slept in the heat, minor pain, unsightly environment. So this will help. Now he's got his own room. This will help. And Mark's dog is in Matt's room. Great. So that's not working out quite so well. Okay, so good progress again. So we've got some more crops on the go. This is still working okay. So I think the next task for us really is power. Probably need to think about that because I would like a more sustainable, but we need research done. So hopefully, let's take Rich off anything that might get in his way. So no hauling, no cleaning for Rich. Just if he's not building stuff, he should be researching. So that will get battery finished, and then we can think about getting something a bit more permanent over here set up for power. As I said, we do want to build into here as well. We don't want to start mining in, but I'd like another colonist really to do some kind of grunt work. We need to check on zoning as well. A second, I want to make sure that the okay, so the indoors, we are happy for animals to be in the bedrooms. That's fine. We just don't want them anywhere else. So that's also cool. We have our prisoner cell for if we get there. So we do need to deal with this for Mark. So let's make sure we are going to mine this out. He needs quite a bit more. There's quite a lot to take out here, to be fair. Harvest these as well. Let's keep the food topped up as we go. So also what we need to think about down here actually is we've got all these chunks now. We can actually start to process them into blocks and things like that, which means we can build stone walls and all that kind of good stuff. So we've got a lot of wood now, which is really good. So we can keep this nice and topped up, power for 2 days. So I think actually priority, what we want to do, I think also from an efficiency point of view, if we actually watch Matt, he's walking, they're having to walk, oh God. Nice shot. Good job. So if we think here about people, so Mark processing the food here, so he's cooking the food here, he's having to walk through this door, he's having to come all the way down here and then up there. I think if we put the door here, actually that would actually probably make just a slight difference to efficiency, and then so we put the door here. What I'm also going to do is deconstruct the torches, because we could actually move to electric powered lights in here. So let's do that as well. So we'll have 2 lights on this wall, and then the same in here. We can, because the thing is, to feed the torches they need wood. So actually, if we're just kind of burning through the wood without actually it being completely necessary. But if we've got 2 wall lights on the back wall, should be okay. Should be enough for each area. Right. So Rich is bang out the research again. So we've nearly got batteries. As soon as we've got that, we'll focus on power and get a sort of kind of a more sustainable energy. We're gonna need to get rid of these because you need. So how the kind of wind turbine works is it needs complete. The areas in white have to be completely clear, so there can't be any disruption. So that tree, for example, and this tree here would need to be removed. But that's kind of okay, I think. We just need Rich to finish his research because this will generate so much electricity we just won't be able to use it. So actually we want to make sure we're storing it up as well. Ooh, trained in hauling, nice. So we're two. So how is Emily's master Matt after she's bonded to Mark? Seems a bit off, but I'm kind of okay with it. We also missed some concrete flooring in the new bedrooms, which we just need to correct. Okay, so we're moving now. So let's make cutting these down a priority, so we can make space. So that when Rich finishes this, he's nearly done it. We'll be there. Like I say, rather uneventful so far. I'd expected a few more kind of crazy things to have happened by now, but it's kind of okay, I guess. We'll just keep at it, and we will actually. Let's get this built down here. So it doesn't need to be huge by any means, because we're only going to have a stone cutting table in here, and pretty much nothing else. Now we just need to be careful actually about space. We do need enough space, otherwise the room will just look like crap. So let's put that in there. We'll have just a little stone cutting shack in here. Cool. Right, this is actually huge. So battery's done, so we can now store what we need. So I think what we need to go for next. So auto doors are nice, not necessary right now. Hydroponics is so we can grow stuff indoors. That's kind of good in winter. Drug production means we could enter the realm of some problems, but I'm thinking we go beer brewing. Let's start maybe a beer. Can we get fermenting barrels in a brewery? Maybe we can start kind of a business and start selling it to the traders. That would be good. So let's research beer next. We can get that set up. Cool. So this is done. Let's get the concrete floors in here, and we will build a stone cutting table wherever that is. There it is. So I have the stone cutting table in there, and then we need a dining chair for someone to sit at. Perfect. We're going to need a light in here as well, and so if our power is going to be over here this way anyway, we'll need to kind of extend the power network over here anyway. So let's take a conduit right across here, and then we can put a wall light in here. Active quest, stash of supplies. Okay, we've noticed a message about a collection of value items worth $606 not far away from Nonsville. The collection consists of a recon helmet and may be good of an it seems there may be an unknown threat. Okay, so it's there. This is Nonsville, right? Nonsville's here, so it's not far. So we could go on a little mission to retrieve this. So we'd have to form a caravan to do that and have a look. Can we? How long do we have? Sometimes expires in 18 days. Okay, so we've got some time. I think what we need to do is think about resources. Maybe we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, then we can go and pick this up. Also, it says there is an unknown threat, so that could be anything. I think we will go and do it, but we'll maybe. I would like to get a bit more of a stockpile of stuff going. So what I'm actually going to do for now, so we can stockpile some more stuff, is the guys aren't eating the packaged survival meals because they're high quality. So if we put everybody on fine meals for a bit, and Matt included, they'll start to kind of rattle through those. I think Mark's on fine meals anyway because he was bitching last time. Yeah, he is. So they should now start eating these as well, which means we can actually stockpile the simple meals as well. Cougar is hunting shotgun. Oh, for God's sake! And we got right. Oh, these explode when you shoot them. So, oh Jesus Christ! Dead muffalo spoils in 24 hours. We could. Okay, it's all going off. Okay, so something's hunting you. All right, Mark. It's time. No, don't melee attack the cougar. So Mark here. I'm going to need Rich as well for this. We'll draft Rich in, and we're going to have to kill this cougar because it's hunting so clean. Is this so clean? Oh, it's hunting shotgun bush. Sorry. All right, let's just play out in slow-mo. Kill it. Mark, reposition. Careful shooting this. Shoot him. Come on, boys. We have to save so clean. Cougar revenge. A cougar is attacking after being harmed. It will hunt anyone. Okay, we dealt with it. Okay. Undraft. Undraft. But we have got like a wild flipping thingy coming towards us. Now these guys, they do explode. So we need to be very careful. In fact, I'm going to redraft everyone. We need to deal with this away from the base. So, Mark, sorry mate, you're needed. Get your ass down here. Rich, where are you? You're drafted. Get your ass down here. We need to deal with this problem away from the base. If it explodes in the base, it's a big problem. Is this the angry one? Okay, that's why we had to deal with that problem outside of the base. Mark is undrafted, Rich is undrafted. Good job, guys. Smash that. This is going to create fire, which is going to spread now. So, as long as it doesn't come into contact with our home area, we should be okay. Let's just check the home area. So, any fire, they won't put this out unless I put it in the home area, but I'm not overly stressed. I just don't want it kind of spreading beyond here. As long as it doesn't come this way, it's okay. Fire. So now we've added. So this station, everybody should prioritise putting the fire out now. Basically, Rich is helping the shotgun bush, which is good. Come on, Matt. I need you. Come and put the fire out, please. I just don't want it to spread this way towards the base in any way, shape or form. So Matt's going to put the fire out. Rich is coming down to help too. Everybody should assist with this job, please. Also, I don't want it to just take out a load of wood that we could use. This is what I don't want it spreading this way. Come on, guys, do it. Zone, home zone. So they're going to deal with it from here. This is what I don't want. I don't want it spreading this way. If it spreads that way, kind of don't care. So once those are out, I've also expanded to here. I just want to get rid of anything that's kind of going to burn near us. So that should be okay. This is starting to fizzle out anyway, I think. If we just get rid of the closest fire to us, good job, Rich. We should be good to go. And then we will clear our home area from here now. And we'll tie that out. Okay, cool. So that's fine. So we've got a bit of a fire problem. Cougar's dead. That's okay. Mark will start to deal with that, keeping the meals top back up. Okay, so a little bit of conflict there. We had to deal with the boomalope, and hopefully, I mean, do we have to deal with this problem, or do we just let it burn? We'll let it burn for a bit. We'll let everybody crack on with their actual jobs for a bit. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything done. So shotgun bush, is he okay? Scratch, just scratch. It's okay. Don't worry, Matt. The doggo is safe. Okay, so I think I talked about it a lot in this episode. We haven't got around to doing power. What I think we'll do is we'll probably pick up power and stuff in the next episode. We've also got our first quest to investigate the stash of supplies. Like I said, we need to kind of just stabilise for a minute. We may need to put this out. I don't think so, but we may need to actually deal with this problem as well. We'll see how this goes in terms of it's burning away from us. So I'm not overly fussed, to be honest. There's no point endangering the guys going to put it out for no reason. So I think, yeah, that brings episode 4 to an end. We'll pick it up next time. We'll focus on power. We'll see if we get raided again next time, and we'll go from there. So peace out. See you in the next one.